Hi guys, it's BB. Welcome back to my channel, my beautiful monarch butterflies. I hope that all of y'all are having a lovely day. First off, thank you so much for joining me for some tea. So today's hashtag Tea Tuesday, it is hosted by Life with Patty and Kathy's Favorite Things. It is an open collab, so anybody is more than welcome to hop on, enjoy the fun, and share your video with all of us. Just be sure you use the hashtag, or if you just want to view the videos, just hit the hashtag and it'll take you to all the videos for your viewing pleasure. All right, so in today's video, I want to catch up with you guys a little bit because Kara over at Paper Confessions had sparked an idea. I consider her like an older sister, and some of y'all are pretty well aware that both me and her are really good friends. So we were talking about a little fun tag that we thought everybody should jump in on, and we thought it'd be kind of cute and tag some of our friends. And before we get started, and I'm really excited to talk about it myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour some tea so that this can start brewing and continue our little fun chat. So the tea that I'm gonna be drinking today is hoja de guabanaba. I hope I said it right. I'm gonna put one little leaf in here. I say little, it's actually quite big. And I will be putting, I should probably move this to the side here. I'm gonna be putting the benefits of this hojitas right here for you guys, so you guys can read a little bit about it and why my mom picked it up for me. I don't care if my tea gets dirty, it's fine. I will take out the leaves and drink it like that. All right, so now that that's doing its little brewing, it's called What's in a Name Tag. And I'm excited because I think this is going to be a lot of fun to find out a little bit about you guys. So it's like a get to know me type video, and we get to learn about our friends, and I thought that was awesome. So the first question is, how did you come up with your channel name? All right, so I have brought these cuties back into view, and let's go ahead and talk about how I started my channel and when I started my channel. My channel has kind of been a little old already. I used to do singing videos on it, and I noticed slowly but surely that like I liked to do it, but to say like that was my passion, it hit different than what I experienced with junk journaling. So at the time that I was living in my hometown, I would do like thrifty hauls and stuff when I would go to thrift shops because I would get really excited over stamps, because my junk journaling world hadn't opened up completely. I did not know what that was all about. I didn't even know that it was a thing, but I just knew that when I would get birthday cards or special little notes and things like that, I would just glue them onto a book that I had received for my birthday, and that was it for me. But I didn't even know that it had a term to it. I just knew that I was doing something to save and preserve my memories. So when I ended up moving to my husband's hometown, more or less the plague had started at that point, and a lot of the things that you would be able to go out and do, you couldn't do anymore. So the stuff that I had thrifted back at my hometown, I had stashed into my closet where I would get dressed. It's a tiny closet. I mean, it's not very big. I mean, it's two-sided. I have my side, my husband has his side. But at that time, that's where I was stashing all my stuff. So when the pandemic happened, I ended up getting all of my little stamps and stuff and getting really crafty, but I was doing it away from the kids because at that time, my oldest was being homeschooled. My youngest was still kind of, very close to me, and we had a very strong bond. So at times I would want to try to escape a little bit and have my mommy time, and I would go into my closet and I would craft. I didn't have a desk, so I took what was like a popcorn tin that you normally receive during Christmas time, and that became my desk. So it was like a small little circumference of space for me to work on. And also around that time, there were just challenges that were coming up, and one of which were my friend Kara's and April over at Pink Oddbird. But her entry was you just snap a picture and you email it. And with Kara, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to break out of my comfort zone and do something that would encourage me to not be afraid. So hers was a spring birthday challenge where you would send in a small little mini project. I went ahead and I got to crafting up on my little tin of popcorn, and I began crafting her little cuties for me to send in. My stash was not at all what it is now today. I was basically working off of just stamps, scissors, glue, you name it, you know, like the mini tiny things that you start off with. So I was like, I don't know, will this be good enough? Like, will she like it? And at the time, my username had been what it had been for several accounts in the past, and I wanted to also change it. But I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about changing everything, because I felt like that's a step. And you know, nowadays people are changing their names, and once their growth has hit, like it's changing. So I've seen several friends change their channel names, and I feel like mine started off early on, but I want to keep it the way that it is now. So anyways, I sent in my little entry through the mail, but when I was doing that, I was so very nervous, you guys. I had the shakes. I was standing in line. I was panicking, and I didn't even know how to package it. I didn't even know what to expect during shipping, none of that. And when they told me, here's a little tracking number where you can see where your package is and where it's going, I was really excited, and I punched it into my phone, and I was able to track it, and I was checking it every day like a crazy person. Once it was really close to arriving, I reached out to Kara through a comment, and I asked her, like, by the way, will these be featured on your channel? And she said yes. And I even got more nervous because I was like, oh no, like my username, it's been the same, and I want something to represent my channel, because like what if they like it, and you know, I don't know, like I didn't even know what was gonna happen. I decided to change my channel name, and I wanted to keep my basically like my nickname, which has always been BB since I was little. And I wanted to incorporate the word closet because that's where I started off, and that meant something to me. And creations ended up coming from me not limiting myself to just like wanting it to be BB's Closet Journals or something like that, because I gave myself 5 different names to choose from, and I kept coming back to BB's Closet Creations because I wanted to not only just stick to journals, but I wanted to expand to perhaps what I used to do when I was little, and that was crocheting. Say, for instance, if something else arose in the future and I then wanted to create that, like mixed media, say for instance, things like that. So I wanted to have room to grow. I was very excited. I want to share that with the world after updating my YouTube, and I was like, you know, and it was up there for the world to see. So once Kara would open up her little happy mails, like people will have a name to go with the craft. And then I went on my WhatsApp and I posted on my WhatsApp along with like my picture of like my closet and stuff. And my neighbor that lives behind me, she ended up messaging me, and she's like, hey, I just wanted to ask you, how much do you charge? And I was like, how much do I charge for journals? And she said, oh no, girl, I was asking about your dry cleaning. You do dry cleaning, right? And I said, no, I don't do dry cleaning. I do junk journals. And she's like, oh my gosh, you had me so confused. She's like, I thought you did dry cleaning, or if you would iron clothes, things like that. I was like, oh no, but the name stuck. I wasn't gonna go change it. I liked it, and it always brought me back to that place of when I started crafting and what it means to me. I don't think had that happened, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have been as invested into junk journaling like I am, and I felt like I was welcomed with open arms, and it truly changed my life. It really did. And I don't know. I don't even know much else to say, but it holds a very special place in my heart. And I feel like I don't ever want to change my channel name, because it always comes back to me crafting on my floor of my closet, and just having created Kara's first little happy mail on top of that tin. I have since donated it. Part of me regrets having done that, because that's kind of where I started or whatever. But I used to keep my yarns in there and stuff. Eventually I had to create more space for more crafts and things like that. But anyways, so without wasting any more time and enough about me, let's go ahead and mention some channels that I would like to tag and some crafty friends. So the first one would be MJ over at My Paper Journey, Crystal over at Vividly on Paper, my peachy sister, and Raina over at Lilo Crafts, Liana over at It's a Deal, and my beautiful friend Anna over at Anna's Chateau. Please let me know what sparked your channel's name, and I would love to know a little bit more about you, and also tag 5 more friends on your guys' end, and let's go ahead and see what sparked their channel names as well. I didn't even drink any of my tea. I'm gonna go ahead and get these out. They're not even hot anymore, so it'll be fine. And to close off this video, let's go ahead and have us a cheers. Cheers. Lovely. Once again, I want to thank you guys for having joined me in today's video. I can't wait to hear everybody's stories behind their channel's name. That wraps it up for me, and be sure and tag me and Kara in y'all's video. And that is it, you guys. I hope to catch y'all on the next one. Bye.